Hello and welcome to the new lesson, mathematicians out there. So what we're looking at today is equation of a line given 2 points. So we're really going to be putting two things together that we did last lesson. So the directions say find the equation of a line. And as soon as I see that, again, find the equation of a line, I'm thinking y equals mx plus b. And now it's passing through 2 points. Yesterday we were having it where it passed through a point and a slope that we were given. Now it's just the 2 points. But we know that if we're given 2 points, we can find the slope. So I'm going to write my slope formula here as a reminder. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or change in y over change in x. I call that x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so y2 is negative 30, y1 is 36. So negative 30 minus 36, my run is 7 minus a negative 4. So that gives me negative 66 over, that becomes positive 11, and negative 66 over 11 is negative 6. Now that I have my slope, I just need to find my y-intercept, because remember, to write an equation, we always leave y as y, x as x. We need to find our slope and our y-intercept. So for that, I'm going to pick one of these points and plug in the slope for it. So I'm going to use the 1. So I'll do 36 goes in for y. My m is negative 6. My x is negative 4. And again, we want to solve for b. So I would have 36 equals, multiply those two together, get positive 24, and then I get my b by itself by subtracting 24, and get b equals 12. Remember, it does say find the equation of a line. You're not done until you write the equation of a line, so it ends up being y equals negative 6x plus 12. All right, example 2. Same directions to find the equation of a line, passing through 2 new points now. So again, I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2, and I find my slope first. y2 is 17 minus y1 is negative 3 over x2, which is 4, minus a negative 4. So we end up with 17 plus 3 is 20 over 4 minus a negative 4 is 8. We do want to reduce that fraction. So 20 over 4, 4 goes into both of them, 5 halves. So you can write that as 2.5 if you wish. Now what we're going to do, all right, so what we're doing here is going to be plugging in the slopes. So we have 17 minus a negative 3 divided by 4 minus a negative 4, which is 20 divided by 8, and we reduce that to 5 halves. Now that we have that, we plug in what we know into y equals mx plus b and solve for our b. So y is, I'm going to use the positive numbers, either one works. So I'm going to use 17 equals 5 halves times 4 plus b. And then remember, when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 1 is 2, so 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we get 17 equals 10 plus b. Subtract 10, and get b equals 7. Don't forget to write your equation. Y equals 5 halves x plus 7. All right, try example 3 on your own, same directions. All right, so again, I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2, and I'm going to find my slope. 11 minus 8 over negative 4 minus 2. That would end up being 11 minus 8 is 3. That would be negative 6. And we reduce that to negative 1/2. Again, always write your, we always have to write an equation, so we're plugging in what we know. Y, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the first points. 8. Slope is negative 1/2. X is 2 plus b. Half of 2, or negative a half of 2, is negative 1. plus b. I add 1, and I get b equals 9. And again, write your final equation, y equals negative 1/2 x plus 9. Right. We're also going to look at graphing this lesson. Remember, when you graph, we have to pull out our slope and our y-intercept. So we always remember that and know that slope is what's in front of the x, because remember, it goes mx plus b. M is slope for those mountains. So slope is 2/3, because that's what's in front of the x. My y-intercept is 0, -4. And then when I go to graph that, I need to plot my y-intercept first. That's kind of our starting point. So 0, -4 is right here. And then we do our rise over run. So I'm rising 2, 1, 2, and running 3, 1, 2, 3. Rise 2, run 3. Rise 2, run 3. And you really do it to fill up the whole graph. And then I can do the opposites. So if I go up and to the right, I can go down and to the left. Down 2, and now left 3. Down 2, left 3. And then we make connect those points. For example 2, I have y equals 1/3 x plus 6. Now it says average rate of change. Oh man. Oh wait, average rate of change, that's the same as slope. So it really is the same thing as what we did here. Slope is always in front of the x, so the average rate of change is also in front of the x. So negative 1/3 is our slope. Notice I do not have an x here with it. The x is your input variable. So the only thing that's the slope is the number in front, that coefficient. The x is a variable, not the slope. And then our y-intercept is the b value, so 0, 6. And again, remember that as a point. So I plot 0, 6. And then I go down 1 and over 3. Down 1 over 3. Down 1 over 3. So when you're doing negative slopes, the negative applies to the top or the bottom, but not both. So I applied the negative to the top first, that's why I went down, and then it was a positive 3, which went to the right. I can also apply it to the bottom. So if I apply it to the bottom, then I would go up 1, that'd be my rise, but then the 3 would be negative, which would be left 3, because that'd be a negative run. Up 1, left 3. And again, the reason why that's true is you can't have both be negative, because if they're both negative, a negative divided by negative is a positive. All right, I want you to try doing 3 and then 4. All right, so for 3, it's a little tricky. The average rate of change, what is in front of this? Well, there's really a 1, so that means your average rate of change is 1 over 1. And your y-intercept is what is at the end. Well, there's nothing at the end, so there's really a plus 0 here. So your y-intercept is 0, 0. And so what that means is that I would start at 0, 0 and go up 1 and to the right 1 and down and to the left. All right, try example 4. All right, so for this one, my slope is -2, and again, I like to put a 1 underneath there. My y-intercept is 0, 3. So we start at 0, 3, and I go down to right 1. Again, the negative applies to the top or the bottom, but not both. So I applied it to the top first, down 2, and then to the right is positive. Down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. Now I'm also going to apply the negative to the bottom. And if I apply it to the bottom, it'll be a positive 2. So I go up 2 and left 1, up 2, left 1. And there you have it. You guys are now experts on that. Have a good day.